Hey, what's up, guys? It's been like, what, 5 months since I've done one of these vlogs. In fact, it's been so long, I almost said vlog. Um, wow, why has that been? Um, it's not by any conscious decision to just abandon this channel. In fact, I hated letting this channel just fall apart like it has, but it got to the point to where the main channel was taken off, and there were business contracts to deal with, and there were obligations, and it just took up so much time. In fact, I've even pulled back on the main channel to where I was doing daily uploads, and now I'm doing 3 a week, and I'm really shooting for a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I've been able to hang on to that schedule now for about a month, and it's really helped because it gives me some days off, and it gives me the ability to actually start playing some games again, planning out what I'm doing for the channel rather than just trying to get up, go to work all day, come home and spend all evening going, okay, what am I going to do? And I'm last minute throwing stuff together. I'm actually planning out the videos ahead of time and planning out the projects ahead of time, which has really helped a lot in the stress level of the channel. But today, I decided I'm going to go ahead and vlog. I didn't even plan this. It's 11:25 at night right now. I need to go to bed. Fighting another nasal infection. You may or may not hear it. I'm always getting sick. And some people would say that, well, Jay, that's because you don't sleep enough. And you're right. I don't sleep enough. I work too much. And it certainly has a negative effect on me. That's one of the reasons why I backed off from this channel. But I think this channel was very therapeutic, and I need to keep that going. In fact, I had a pretty decent following. I mean, I figured anyone who watched this channel was probably, and everything's like shaking around like crazy on this desk. I pretty much figured anyone who followed this channel or subscribed to this channel was really interested in what I had to say, not so much the tech side of it, because it's not a tech-based channel. So I just felt I had a lot of life experience that would help people, and I've been getting so many messages from people asking, hey, where the heck are the vlogs? I missed the vlogs, and I've let a lot of you down. So I know I've said this so many times, I'm gonna try and make it more regular. Miss J wants to get on here again. She enjoyed doing it. And you guys really had a fun time too with some of those. So I'm going to try and do these on my off days. I'm going to shoot for 2 a week. And I think 2 a week would be easier to maintain than a daily vlog like I was doing before. So I think I have a bug bite on my arm. It just got really itchy. Holy crap. Anyway, today I want to talk about something that you guys may or may not find surprising. And considering the day and age that we live in, you guys may not find surprising at all, but that is the fact that I had, since turning 18, and I'm turning 33 if you guys don't know. I'm turning 33 in June, and since turning 18 and getting my first credit card, I had struggled really difficult with debt, and I mean snowballs of debt, and not massive amounts of debt. I mean, I think, not including the cars, I know cars are a form of debt, but cars are almost like a necessary debt in some ways. I mean, that's a whole other topic by itself. We probably only got about $10,000 worth of credit card debt that we had gotten in at the worst, maximum amount of debt. The problem was we had tons of little cards, tons of $300 cards, $500 cards, and they add up, and the interest rates were insane. And it got to the point to where it started feeling like, even though my wife and I make very decent income, without even including YouTube income, all of our money was just going towards debt and minimum payments. We were making no headway, and we were just arguing about money, and just, I make great money, but I also spent great money. That was the problem. So last October, and it's funny, I'm going back that far, but it's been that long since I've talked to you guys. My wife and I took a course called Financial Peace University, and it's offered by a gentleman by the name of Dave Ramsey. You might as well go and look him up on Facebook if you haven't seen him. He's got like a million followers or something up on Facebook. And he's all about financial peace and how to get control of your money and how to budget. And that literally has changed our lives. And we had 11 credit cards. And I say had because this month, March, we paid off 2 of those cards. And next month, we have another 2 cards that are getting paid off. And then after that, we get to pay off about 1 a month because the debts get bigger as we pay them off. I start little and go big. But it's not just that's not the exciting part of where I am financially now. It's the fact that I no longer have to constantly check my bank account to see where I am money wise, because I know where I am money wise. I know where all of my money is going. Every single dollar. Every single dollar is accounted for in the budget. It's called zero-based budgeting. And that's when you say every single dollar down to zero is accounted for something. Even if you keep the money in one place called savings, whether it be a cash envelope or a savings account or an IRA or something like that, that money being somewhere is accounted for. And you get into trouble with money when you have money sitting in the bank with no label on it. And that's the way we lived. Because no money had labels on it, it was easy to spend it because it didn't have a place to be. So it was easy to buy things we didn't need, go out when we shouldn't have, take the money that should be going towards groceries and gas and stuff like that and applying it towards other things. And it got to the point to where wants came before necessities. And our entire lives were taken for granted because it got to the point to where we were working to pay for our debts. 2014 is going to be a huge year for Miss J and I because this is the year that we get out from underneath credit card debt. 2015 is going to be the month or the year where we pay off our auto loans early, and that is going to be a first. And it's amazing how much money I truly have at the end of the month to be able to do things with for donations or our kids in private school, a private preschool, and it's expensive as hell. But we don't feel that pain anymore because we now take our money and we do the right things with it. Doesn't mean we don't get to go to the movies. Doesn't mean we don't get to go out and enjoy a nice dinner somewhere. But the way we live now versus the way we lived 6 months ago is 6 months ago it was something happened, something came up, and we don't have the money for it. I got sick, didn't have the money for the co-pays, had to write a check. It may or may not have bounced, and then I had to hope I got paid before it cleared, that sort of thing. I don't live that way anymore. And it's only been 6 months, but it took about 3 months to realign our way of thinking when it comes to money, to the point to where now we're able to do so much. I mean, you guys may have seen a tweet I did yesterday saying 2016, I'm taking the family on a Disney cruise vacation. And that's because the plan is so laid out for us now, including the unexpected. Because the thing is, when you're prepared financially for the unexpected, it becomes expected. Therefore, when it happens, you're not in trouble. I know that's such a basic concept so many people don't get, and I'm one of them. So I'm able to plan for that vacation and know 2016, and some of you guys are going, wow, that's like 2 years in the future. Well, I've got debts to pay off before that. And the best part about a Disney cruise vacation is it's extremely expensive. But when included in the budget and paid out over 2 years and paid for up front in cash without using credit, it means we'll be able to enjoy the vacation rather than doing like so many people do and putting a vacation on a credit card and then paying it off over time and paying 30% more than the vacation cost annually because you put it on a credit card. So I just wanted to kind of tell you guys, just being real with you, that some of you guys think that my head is so straight. I'm telling you right now, I was one of the worst people financially you could possibly imagine. I wanted what I wanted now, and I was willing to take it now without even having the means to pay for it, trying to figure it all out later, which affected my relationship with my wife and having to tell my kid no all the time because I can't afford this or that, and if she wanted something, and that's not the way I live anymore. And it only took me 6 months to get to that point without changing anything income-wise. You guys may or may not know this, but I've also reallocated pretty much every single dollar I make on YouTube now towards my debt. And I only keep the sponsorship funds that I get that go back into the channel. So that's been able to accelerate our plan and take care of things so much faster. So anyway, I just thought I would talk to you guys realistically about money because, God, the entire world turns because of money. And I know that there's people out there who are watching this right now going, man, I'm really having a hard time with money. And the bottom line is, regardless of what you make, as long as you learn to live within those means, and as Dave Ramsey says, you happen to your money instead of your money happening to you. It's more of a you control your money instead of your money controlling you. Regardless of what you make, there's a plan that you can utilize that can help you get to someplace better when it comes to finances. So Just kind of want to have this conversation with you guys. Hopefully it meant something. If it didn't, feel free to hit that dislike button, and I'll try and see you guys in a couple of days. Anyway, it was kind of fun talking to you guys, sort of, in a one-way sense here. But I'm going to go to bed now, try and fight off this infection. And I got some big things coming on the channel. A massive customer build with almost $1,600 worth of water cooling parts by itself. And then building the wife a computer, a desktop computer. She hasn't had one since Pentium 3 800 megahertz was out. That's when her last desktop was. So I'm looking forward to building that. Guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here and I'm going to go to bed. As always, I'll see you in the next vlog. And maybe you'll see the wife too.